Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, The Mondesir Critique. I'm Pascal, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the latest Pixar animated movie, Elemental, which stars Leah Lewis, Mamoudou Athie, Catherine O'Hara, Ronnie Del Carmen, Wendy McClendon-Cuffy, and many more. Elemental is about Ember and her mom and dad, Cinder and Bernie, respectively, who are members of the Fire People tribe, race? I don't know, who can tell? They are a hardworking immigrant family that owns a cute little hardware store, cafe shop that Ember plans to run herself one day. Except one of her many bursts of explosive anger causes severe damage within the store, and she must rely on Wade, a lovable, uber-sensitive, golden retriever type of guy from the Water People, to help her solve the infrastructure issues in her neighborhood and slowly help her get over the prejudice that she holds against other tribes. When I say that out loud, that actually sounds like a really good story. Like, I can see it even working with actual human people. But unfortunately, this movie that we got is so forgettable, and it's a shame. The one word that kept popping up in my mind while watching is, this whole thing feels a bit random. I know Pixar's bread and butter is exploring sociological themes through lovable characters in smart, fun ways, but this was just not done with enough care and creativity when you compare it to the other great Pixar movies that came before. Like, truly, this movie is about immigration, assimilation, children of immigrant parents and their desire to make them proud and work just as hard as them. It tackles racism, prejudice, there's a love story in the middle there, and believe it or not, there is a thorough line about how municipalities can actually discriminate against certain neighborhoods. Like, truly, all of these themes are explored by these characters made up of the essential elements like earth, air, fire, and water. But it just didn't really come together in a cohesive way that felt really light and buoyant like the other Pixar movies. It's like they had a whole bunch of dartboards and they just threw darts and landed on this hodgepodge of ideas. I think there were too many big ideas at play here that had to be worked on and shown, while I feel like the characters were not given as much care and development. It was truly nice to see a male character that was so emotionally mature, but there just wasn't enough shading to either Wade or Ember. Like, while writing this review, I had to look up the names of these characters more than once just to get it right. Like, nothing really stuck. It also made sure the characters clearly spelled out the moral lessons the audience should take away, but I just didn't feel a strong connection to these people. And I kind of feel like Pixar knew that these characters they created weren't memorable, like they didn't have a Buzz or Woody on their hands, because there is this insane video they posted on the movie's Twitter page that's trying to drum up conversation for this child character in the film called Claude. Claude is, well, a piece of Claude from the earth that has a crush on Ember. He is literally in 2 scenes under 20 seconds where he's just this 11-year-old trying to get Ember's attention. That's who they're attempting to highlight in this movie, and it's just not memorable. I also feel like the stakes overall were just kind of too low until the very end, though I can understand the urgency Ember felt to make sure that she made her parents proud. I was ready to completely write it off until the ending. I won't spoil it, but Ember does something so sweet that's a callback to a previous scene that really touched me as a child that also just wants to do right by her parents. Like, it just really got to me. And while reviewing this, I did have this feeling like, oh, this movie is clearly like really personal to an animator on the movie, and I was right. I did some research. According to an interview I read, the director, Peter Sohn, said the movie is absolutely informed by his Korean immigrant parents and the sacrifices they made for him growing up. That is totally very sweet, and those moments were truly precious to me. However, it just isn't one of Pixar's best. If you're in the mood for a family movie, I would definitely hop on Disney Plus and go through some of their older, greater films. And that is the Mondesir Critique. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.